I'm Christian Lamitschka for Country Music News International, and today we have Billy Dean. Billy, welcome to Country Music News International.
I wish my German was as good as your English.
Oh, well, I speak more Jinglish than English, so well.
Well, I speak hillbilly country.
So we're on the same level. Hey, Billy, by the last time we talked about your album and everything.
Right.
And today I like to give our readers a little bit more information about you as a real person.
Oh.
So tell us a little bit about what was the last book you read?
The last book I read was Steve Jobs' book about, he was the guy that came up with the company Apple, the Mac, the Macintosh. Steve Jobs, because I run a company myself, my music company, and I need all the help I can get because I'm really an artist more than I'm a CEO. But so Steve Jobs' book was the last one I read.
Billy, when you stay at home with the family and so on, how is wearing the trousers? Who have the trousers on?
Oh, who has the trousers on? I definitely do. I do. I've been in one of those relationships where I tried to share that, and I just found it's a lot easier for a ship to have a rudder, so you know where you're going. But I'm only as good as my wife. My wife, I consult her on all my decisions, and she knows that I take her opinions into consideration. But really, the vision is usually mapped out where we're going in our life, both family and professionally. That vision is usually laid out by myself, because I feel like it's kind of my job to run the ship and try to do good at that, but I'm not a dictator.
Your wife told me with a smiling in her face that you can cook. What was the story behind that?
She so lied to you, man. No, between the two of us, I would be the cook. Between the two of us, I can prepare a few more dishes than she can. She's not really a cook, but we have a farm called deanacres.com. You can find it at deanacres.com, and we now have an on-property chef, and that will cook you a Tennessee-based farm-to-table meal. Grown right in Tennessee, and our farm, a lot of people come to Nashville from your country. They don't necessarily get to meet or see a star up close and personal. Well, now you can come to my house. When you come to Tennessee to visit Nashville, you need to make a stop at Dean Acres, and we'll feed you. I'll be there. I'll perform for you, and we'll have a lot of other stars doing that as well.
Billy, when you're starting to relax, what do you do then?
To relax, I just try to be still, and I try to get out into outside, out in nature. I live on a beautiful lake, Center Hill Lake, and in Tennessee, and I'm originally from the Gulf Coast of Florida. So what relaxes me is water, being out on a boat or hiking through the woods, where I don't see any other civilization, any signs of civilization. I like trees and grass and rocks and stars, and I decompress when I'm in the woods or on the lake.
What's your favorite shopping store?
My favorite shopping store? Victoria's Secret, baby.
Oh, goodness.
That's my brother right there.
I believe because by the fact you buy so many presents for your wife.
For my wife, exactly. No, I should say that. Actually, my favorite store probably to shop in would be something like, I like farmers markets. I like to go to farmers markets. What we have is where local farmers bring what they are growing and what they're interested in to this little community shed, really. And I like browsing around farmers markets. I like Home Depot, which is kind of a lumber and building stuff. Anything related to kind of farm and agriculture is my favorite.
I don't remember but could it be that you collecting cars too? Was something about that I heard?
Oh, no, I wasn't a car collector. I collect a lot of sports memorabilia. I have bought a lot of sports memorabilia, and we put that in our farm at our house too, like Michael Jordan and Larry Bird, some of the old basketball NBA stars. I collect some of these things at different kind of charity auctions we go to, and so I've got a pretty cool bar in my house that's got a lot of that. And also, what I love to collect, and what I've been studying, is the Old West. All the outlaws, because of my song Billy the Kid. It's really given me a chance to be exposed to a lot of history of the West, like Billy the Kid and Jesse James and all the outlaws kind of their time. What made them outlaws, and what made them heroes, and what were they fighting? And they were fighting against a lot of greed and trying to preserve the prairie and make it open range. So I'm interested in that Wild West, man. That really is something that it's why I wear the frock coats, and I like to even dress kind of like the old Western guys.
By the way, you still have so many things running. If you have to pick up one thing which is really personal to you, what would it be?
The two hardest things still, and the two most important things in my life, is continuing to be learning how to be a good husband and learning how to be a good father. I think those are the two most important roles in my life, and it's an ever-changing process, and learning how to communicate now, because my kids are 17 and 18 now, and then applying that. What I'm really running now is really dedicated to making music for grown-ups and for people that are trying to understand what it's like to be a good husband or trying to be a good father. And so I love making music about what I'm living through at the time. And right now, my message is to that 40-year-old female out there, man, you're still beautiful, you're still lovable, and I want to sing music for that audience, an older audience, I call it. I won't say older, but older than the Taylor Swift audience. I like to make music for grown-ups, and it's based on what I've learned from being one, really.
So, if you like to find out more information about Billy Dean, stay with us here at Country Music News International, or check out his website at
BillyDean.com.
Have a good one. Talk to you soon.